All right, so day 112 of going through my journal. The quote for today says, "It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves." And then it says, "Do you feel at war with yourself in any way? Is there something you're trying or need to conquer to have a better life?" Interesting. I don't know what I would have said to this. So if you're following along, just take a minute to think about how you reply to this. And let's see what I said. Okay, do you feel at war with yourself? I said yes. Okay. I feel like I'm constantly battling procrastination and maintaining motivation for different projects. I said it's like I'll have these sudden spurts of drive and ambition that will feel amazing. Yeah. And I'll start planning and putting ideas into motion, and then things will fizzle out. And when that happens, I feel overwhelmed and regret making plans towards things, especially ones that I can't really get out of. This is another theme in this that I keep coming back to. So yeah, I get these spurts where I feel more motivated, and I do think it has to do with my hormone cycle, among other things. But yeah, I know myself well enough to know that when I get the feeling, don't overcommit during this time, because you may not feel this way the next week. And apparently this is something that I see on the like ADHD threads that I follow, which is another reason why I think I have ADHD, is all these people talk about like the hobbies that they've started and like spent money on and then dropped. And I've done that so many times, that, you know, I've kept most of the stuff. So when I get like hyper focused on something and I, you know, kind of buy some things to set stuff in motion on these like ideas or the things that I'm into, and then it fizzles out. But sometimes it comes back around. So I've just learned to like not overcommit like that first time and just kind of make it more of a long game. Because I used to feel like committing to something would help me follow through with it, and then I've done it enough times that I realize it just kind of like brings me stress. So I've stopped kind of overcommitting to things. So yeah, I think that's basically what I'm about to say. I said, you know, I regret making plans toward things, especially ones that I can't get out of. I said because of this, I've started really pulling myself back whenever I get these motivated spurts. I've started just writing down my ideas instead of taking and commit. I don't know what I wrote here. Instead of taking and committed actions. Yeah, and I think before it was also a little bit of, it would help me to procrastinate even more, or cause me to procrastinate, because I would get like this motivation to do something, but I would have like school and work and stuff, and I would be so focused on this other thing that I would kind of put my like real responsibilities to the side. So now I just kind of like write them down. I'll let myself have like an hour or something to kind of think things through. I'll write it down and then just put it on the back burner until I'm ready again. So I said, not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing though. On the one hand, my handwriting this day was really bad. Okay. On the one hand, I have less stress and anxiety because I don't feel obligated to do as much. On the other hand, I feel like forcing myself into some of the stressful situations in the past has helped me to learn and grow. So maybe I could be missing out on some opportunities. In any case, I feel a lot better having a routine now. I feel like it's helping with my procrastination on the important things like work and school. So yeah, I think if I didn't have like work and school, like these major obligations, it would probably be beneficial for me to kind of force myself to commit to certain things, to follow through. But more recently, you know, it's just caused me stress because I'll commit to these things, but then I'll feel like, well, I've got all these other obligations and I'm overcommitting myself. So again, like I've said a lot of times, like my focus now is on work and school, and so I'm trying to just get my habits together that will help me get through this next year or so. well, I finish my PhD and then I'll start looking at other things. Then I can go back to my list of ideas and, you know, start looking at some of those things that I want to follow through with. But I don't feel like I'm battling as much with procrastination anymore because I think I've got my habit tracker down in a way that it's really helping me kind of flow through and get things done. So I don't feel like I'm as much at war with myself. There's a couple more things that I want to work on, but anyway, that's what I have for this day. I'll be back tomorrow with day 113.